Good morning, children. We will continue our chapter 1, Human Body, the Circulatory System. In the last video, in the last class, we have seen that our circulatory system consists of three things: the heart, blood, and the blood vessel. Now, blood is the muscular organ made up of muscles that is used to pump blood to various parts of our body, right? The blood carries all the nutrients and the oxygen in it and transport it to various parts of the body, right? And it is present in the middle of the chest, little to the left side, in the middle, little towards left, and it is protected by the rib cage, right? It is little bit backward to lungs. In front we have lungs, and lungs and heart both are protected by the rib cage. And our heart produces lub-dub sound when it pushes out the blood from there to lungs or to different parts of the body. Then these two sounds are produced, and this one lub-dub is called the heartbeat, right? And this happens 72 times in a minute. So we can say our heart beats in normal adult. If sometimes we are doing some exercise or we are doing some aggressive work, then this will increase. That means heart beats more than 72 times in a minute. But normally it beats 72 times. Right, 70 to 80 times a minute. And to check that, doctors use instrument called stethoscope, right? And we are also having that instrument, a sphygmomanometer, that is used to measure the blood pressure. So right now we are not concerned about that, but we are concerned about the structure of heart, right? So our next topic for today is structure of the heart. Now, heart is made up of 4 different blood filled areas, blood filled rooms, 2 above, 2 below. And these rooms, these areas are called chambers. You know, heart is little towards the left side, and on the left side we have our heart is having left side and right side, right? One room above, one room below to each side. To left side we have 2 chambers, 2 rooms, 2 areas, right? And on right side also we have 2 rooms, 2 areas or 2 chambers. So how many total chambers are there? Total 4 chambers are present in heart, right? So 2 chambers above, 2 chambers below, 2 chambers on each side of the heart, to left and to right. One chamber is on the top and one chamber is at the bottom. Now the above 2 chambers, the chambers which are on top, they are called atrium. So if we have 2 chambers above, and one on the left side and other on the right side, so they will be called as left atrium and right atrium. So the chambers at the top, on the top, are called atrium, and we have two atriums, that is left atrium and right atrium. Right, both the chambers together are called auricles or atria. The plural for atrium is atria. Now, the atria are the chambers that fill with the blood returning to the heart from the body and lungs. Now, this is the whole circulation. This is circulatory system. The heart pumps the blood from itself to other parts of the body, and it gets back the blood from the other parts to itself. Now the function of atria is that it receives the blood returning to the heart from the body and the lungs. So heart gets blood from two areas, that is from the lungs and from the whole body. So the blood which returns back to heart got collected in these two atria. Right, now we will talk about the lower chambers, that is the two chambers on the bottom are called ventricles. Now again we have left side and right side, left ventricle and right ventricle. Now the function of these ventricle is to squeeze out the blood to the body and lungs. From here the purified blood, the oxygenated blood, the blood which is containing more of oxygen and all the nutrients, got pumped from ventricles to other parts of the body. Right, running down the middle of the heart is a thick wall of muscles called septum. Now as we have just discussed, we have left side of the heart and right side of the heart, and these two get separated by a thick wall of muscle that is called septum. That means the septum separates the left and the right side of the heart. Right, because one side will get oxygenated blood and other side will get the deoxygenated blood. That means the blood that is rich in carbon dioxide and less in oxygen. Like this the whole process continues. Now what is the function of heart? Not the function but the functions of heart. Number one, the main function of heart is to pump blood into arteries. Now what are arteries? We will see in the next heading, under the next heading. Arteries basically are the tubes, are the blood vessels through which the blood gets transferred from the heart to other parts of the body. Right, it pumps oxygen rich blood that comes from lungs to different parts of our body. It also receives impure carbon dioxide rich blood from different parts of our body and send it to the lungs for purification. Now the purification of blood is done inside lungs. This is the function of lungs, that it purifies the carbon dioxide rich blood and converted into oxygenated blood. That oxygenated blood again comes into heart, right, and then ventricles, it reached to ventricles, and from there it got transferred to other parts of the body. This is the whole circulation. We will discuss about it more in other headings, right? So main function is to pump blood from heart to different parts of the body, from heart to lungs, and take blood from lungs to heart, right? So the movement of the blood through the heart is called blood circulation, right? Moving from heart to different parts of the body, moving from different parts of the body to heart, from lungs the blood is coming into heart. So this movement of blood is known as blood circulation, and all this is taking place through heart. The blood circulation takes place through blood vessels, right? We have talked about that our circulatory system consists of three things: heart, blood, and blood vessels. We have talked about heart, the structure of heart, the function of heart. Now we will discuss the blood vessels. So after running fast or after any vigorous workout, our heart beats faster. As I've said, that it will pump blood faster and it will transport blood faster to the other parts of the body. Now blood vessels are generally tube. As we all have seen in your homes also, you must have seen that we have motors to pump water to our tanks, to different taps, right? As motor pumps the water in the tank, same work is of our heart. And to for the movement of water from motor to tank, we need pipes. Here we need blood vessels in our body. Those pipes are the blood vessels. Now we have three types of blood vessels. Number one is arteries, number two is veins, and capillaries. Right? Now arteries carry the oxygen rich blood away from heart to various parts. Arteries carry the oxygen rich blood, and the main artery or the largest artery is aorta. That the main artery of the body that originates in the left ventricle of the heart, and it is originating from the left ventricle. That artery is called the largest artery, aorta, and through this other branches of arteries are there. The heart sends impure blood to lungs through an artery called pulmonary artery. This is the only artery that carries impure blood. Other arteries carry oxygen rich blood. So what is the function of arteries? Arteries carry oxygen rich blood from heart to various organs. Only the pulmonary artery contains the impure blood, and the heart sends impure blood to lungs through an artery called pulmonary artery. Except this, all the arteries are carrying oxygen rich blood, right? Now arteries have thick and elastic walls. Elastic, you must have seen rubber bands, right? So those are elastic, and arteries are like them, they are stretchable. Now veins collect the carbon, as the function of arteries is to carry oxygen rich blood, and the function of veins is to collect the carbon dioxide rich or deoxygenated blood from different organs. Before that, let me tell you, when we breathe in, right, we take in air, and when we breathe out, we exhale carbon dioxide. Now, when blood carries oxygen to various parts of the body, various cells of the body, then a reaction takes place and carbon dioxide is produced. So heart pumps the purified blood, the oxygenated blood, that is that it is receiving from lungs, right? And when it travels all around body parts, then reaction takes place, and in that carbon dioxide is produced, and that is collected by that blood, which is containing now more carbon dioxide, that is collected by the veins from different organs and bring it back to the heart. Now this uh, deoxygenated blood or carbon dioxide rich blood is taken to the heart again. From heart, it is sent to lungs, where purification of blood takes place. That means it will convert into from deoxygenated blood or carbon dioxide rich blood to oxygenated blood. So veins collect the carbon dioxide rich or deoxygenated blood from different organs and bring it back to the heart. These are thin walled. Arteries were thick walled, but veins are thin walled. The walls of veins are very thin. They have valves that ensure. What is the function of valves? Valves ensure that the blood will move in one direction. That means if it is moving from artery to ventricle, atrium to ventricle, so it will not go back to the atrium. Right? For that purpose, we have valves. The heart receives oxygen rich blood from lungs through pulmonary vein. This is only vein that carries pure oxygen rich blood. So in arteries, we were having pulmonary artery. That was the only artery that was carrying the impure blood. And what is the function of vein? The function of vein is to carry impure blood, but the only vein that is carrying the pure oxygen rich blood is pulmonary artery. Pulmonary vein. Now, on reaching an organ or tissue, the artery divides into smaller and smaller vessels. Right, the smallest vessel which with very thin walls are called capillaries, and the function of capillaries to connect these arteries and veins to different body parts. So we will leave it till here. Again read it 2 times, 3 times, and if you are having any confusion, you can ask.